just
No.
So how come man are commenting? They just comment and we can just see everything.
Go on, Jay. Go on, Jay.
You man, check the group chat.
He can't hear.
No, I'm saying go on.
He's got some bad line or something.
Oh, always. Hey, all right, big up everyone.
The main screen looks like a Battenberg cake right now.
All right, big up everyone. We're live. This is Cheeky Sport, the #1 podcast in the world. We're back. We're back. We're gonna be doing it every single week. We're coming for you.
We're going to be doing 4 shows a week now, guys. So stay tuned.
Look, Jermaine says you can't hear nothing. I heard that one.
Chris is spearheading the team.
Oh, man. So, guys, make sure you smash that bell, smash that like button.
Listen, you know what? You're saying that, but you got remember only recently I said that I said to Jermaine one time, we need to do this every day like it's a TalkSport thing, yeah? You man started giving me all sorts, not Jack, but you know what I mean, started giving me all the negatives that I said it doesn't even matter who jumps on, like Joel might jump on a halfway through, anyone, Frankie might jump on a halfway through, anyone, do you know what I mean? It's TalkSport.
Yeah, but what happened then? What happened then?
He shot me down, man shot me down.
Shout out to Bassett. He says Chris is sleeping in the kitchen. Is that true? Let us know in the comments.
That is true, Bassett. I'm in the kitchen right now, Bassett.
I say you're sleeping in the kitchen.
All
Nah.
right, so big up everyone. Obviously, before we go into the football, may as well just say there was obviously a lot of F1 drama yesterday.
Let's talk F1. No, it's not well done. No, it's not well done, Max Verstappen.
I'm just coming out and saying
Busy Lewis was robbed.
It was, but I just wanted to come out and say that before we said anything else, innit?
That's cheating.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, the Netflix series is going to be lit. It's going to be
fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, Amazon Prime and Netflix, yeah, whatever these men are doing to football clubs and F1, Jesus Christ, you lot are killing the team. They're
creating narratives. They're creating narratives.
Like, what's going to happen at Arsenal? Because you know Amazon Prime are doing Arsenal right now, isn't it? So what's going to happen? They need to. Like, is Henry going to come halfway through the season or something? Like, what?
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, get you relegated.
What does it say? Big J, please. Next trip to the back. I'm surprised he's not there, you lot. I'm surprised he's there.
He was pretending he was there. You know them guys that put the stories up, but they're not actually at the place. They're just trying to start.
He says Stormzy. Send me all your stories.
Yeah,
he asked Stormzy.
I love it because he can't say anything because his connection's so collapsed. He's got no response to it. There you go. He's been found out.
Because Stormzy ain't on the IG, yeah? It could be it's authentic.
Yeah. Authentic.
Oh my days.
Right, talking to the F1, obviously I'm not huge technical analysis when it comes to F1, but it was a mad race, and I think it was such a shame to see Lewis go out like that at the end. I feel like he was personally robbed, especially because the rules were bent. But again, I can't sit here and say I know everything about F1.
Well,
to be commenting like that.
But, yeah. The thing is, yeah. Listen, I'm also not going to act like I'm a F1 expert, but yeah.
Shocker.
But now this is the truth. This is the truth. Out of all sports, though, if we like in terms of how much I used to watch it and like my knowledge to it, I would say F1 is probably second to football. Now that's true. Like no guess. I used to bang it out, innit? Listen, I used to bang it out.
Hey, what day? What natural battle?
No. When
he was on ITV.
Chris, I can see your face now, baby.
Hey, probably
read the comment, Jay. Read the comment. Anyway, listen. Anyway, I'm talking about back in the day, Schumacher, them days, like Eddie Irvine, them days. But all I was going to say, the reason why I brought that up is because I stopped watching F1 for a long time, innit? Because they started doing all this stupidness. They start every year, because of Schumacher's dominance, they kept changing the rules. Oh, okay, now qualifying is a one-lap shootout. Now it's 3 stages. Every year they were moving it goalposts, yeah?
And we're doing it again next year.
FIA is constantly obsessed with doing this to try and make it more competitive. So I'm not even surprised, looking back on it, what happened yesterday, because they're obsessed with trying to make it competitive. And the way they see it is we can't have a situation where Lewis Hamilton is constantly winning because it looks uncompetitive and it lowers the whole sport. They need Verstappen to win.
I'll give you an example. You know, former head of F1, Bernie Ecclestone, came out a few weeks ago and said, I don't know why Lewis Hamilton has continued. He should have retired in honor of Michael Schumacher not beating his record. That's what he said. And he said, I'm surprised he hasn't done that, and he should do that. Yeah. So when you got comments like that coming out, he used to be the top of the head one.
They don't want a brother. They don't want a brother being a GOAT.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
Yeah.
And you know they're so happy Max is 24, innit? Because Max has got years in him. He's got some, bro. Even
and no competition.
Horner, bro, if you clocked on the race, they were kind to Christian Horner.
Yes,
bro. Every 2 seconds they're talking to him like.
He's a little weasel, don't he? Christian Horner. He's a little weasel.
Do you know what I didn't like? Do you know what I didn't like? That conversation when he was like trying to persuade him, and the guy was like,
doing up Fergie. When he was doing up Fergie.
Bro,
I'll tell you what, I like that aspect of F1 because when I used to watch it back in the day when it was on ITV, I used to watch it with my dad because back then you can't just go on your phone and go on your laptop, like you watch what's on the telly, innit? So I used to watch it every Sunday, and the way in which it's sort of elevated technology-wise is pretty sick. Like hearing the heads of each, contractor on the phone to like the actual head of the FIA and racers interacting.
That should be allowed, though.
Huh? You don't think so? I think that's what makes it lit.
No,
I think it makes it lit.
But look how they done up Fergie. Look how they done Fergie time on my man. They bent the rules. They intimidated the referee.
No, they did a mad thing because
they intimidated the referee.
No one's allowed to lap.
Yes.
That was mental.
And the rules has changed last week.
But you know what? You know what though? It couldn't tell Lewis Hamilton, man kept it classy. I would have been
mad classy.
When
he was spraying the champs.
That was looking like Chris after Fulham equalised in the 90th minute against Bournemouth.
Slid that one in.
That's what looks like what came out your knob, mate. It wasn't as projectile as you thought it would be, would you? But it's mad because I really wanted to hear Toto Wolff talk at the end. I wanted to see what his reaction was.
That's what I was
you know why they couldn't find him?
Why?
Appeal.
Because he was upstairs looking at the rules, they said. He was getting through the rule book.
He's doing the appeal cards. He was trying to appeal them.
You see him? If they gave him the mic that evening, he would have been cancelled.
What about when he put his headphones on?
They would have cancelled him. Yeah, they would have cancelled him.
Michael, you can't do this.
Oh yeah, that's what he's like. You can't do this. That was mad still.
You can't do this.
You can't do this.
Oh, you know the mad thing is when he said,
"I can't choose love."
He couldn't believe it. Hey, can I ask you a quick question? Yeah. Me and my bedroom were beefing after, innit? Because obviously, when that second safety car came out and we saw Max go and change the tires, he put on the soft tires quick. Were you lot annoyed with Mercedes for not making?
No, because
no, because you know what?
If Lewis done that, everything up in place.
Yeah, everything's hindsight. You know what?
Exactly, but they're saying that he should have gambled on that anyway.
No. Jay,
why when they said that no one can overtake? Why would you do that then? Why would you change? Why would you gamble if they've already stated
Jermaine,
no one's overtaking?
6 or 7 laps before that crash, I think he had an 11-second lead, and bro, like he didn't need to take the risk. Do you know what I'm saying? The truth is, if anything, you have to calm down. If anything, 100%. You have to calm down. Do you know the maddest thing is? The maddest thing is the two men who crashed. I swear they were fighting for like last place or something. They had nothing to fight for, bro. That was just dumb.
No, that was the first crash. The second crash, just spun out.
Yeah, it makes you think like someone's just gone. Listen, bro, your family's good for life, innit? Just a little,
I know. What made it funny is they spoke to Christian Horner like 10 minutes before that, and he goes, "We're gonna need the racing gods to pull something."
Yeah.
And he went, "We're gonna need the racing gods." You know,
gonna add a little zero on top of that one for you, mate. Yeah.
Bro, the whole thing felt booky, man. I feel very sorry for Hamilton. Like, obviously, big up Max. He deserved it. He was ahead most of the season.
I'm not thinking of Max.
The guy. Like,
I think he's driving. Max was doing dirty driving.
You know the maddest thing is if Lewis weren't in F1 anymore, if he retired, Max, I would like Max. Max would be the guy. Do you know what I mean? That's
Max
you
is
see,
blessed.
you see
The only
Max,
thing is,
he's genuinely willing to die on that track. He will willingly die. He will kill himself to win on that track. He's mad, bro. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Max will die to win. Facts.
Yeah, he will die to win.
Do you know what? Do you know what's mad? That's why. Hey, when he was ahead, when he was ahead, yeah.
Like, this is dangerous driving, man. He's driving so dangerously. I'm like, Lewis.
It sort of made me laugh a little bit. You know, when Lewis
you got to remember that the wheel would have been on Lewis's head if he went for the halo. Man could have died. We're laughing, but he could have died.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. One thing that made me laugh a little bit is when Lewis went on the radio and wait, is he right behind me?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That's when he was.
Oh no!
Oh, you know what's mad? You know what's mad? Even on that final lap, when he got overtaken, when Max was in the lead, there was one straight when Lewis almost even took him back.
Yeah,
but you know what? Max, like what Jada said, Max was probably like, you know what? I'd rather crash out. There's no way you're going past, man. You're not getting past me.
Overtake Max. If you clock how he moves the whip, bro, that's why Jack, remember we watched it last week's race, and there was a big controversy about him trying to let Lewis through, all of this, all of that.
Yeah.
And then in the end, they said that Lewis is so shook off Max's driving that he just panicked in that line. They said he could have panicked because the way Max has been moving all seasons. Man,
you can tell he just drove straight across. He went, To be fair though, like I think to be fair to Verstappen and Red Bull at the beginning, I think it was turn 7 of lap 1 where he cuts off Lewis and he goes and he stays in the white lines, and Lewis just went, I'm gonna go straight across, and he went, no, he made up the time.
I'd rather go straight there, yeah,
but I think he went straight ahead and got a 2-second game. I think that was a bit unfair, but nowhere near as unfair what happened at the end, in my opinion. But I'll tell you what, one thing it has done is
maybe they balanced it out.
I feel like for me, it's sort of like revitalized my love for F1 because I used to love it when I was young.
Agreed.
I just hated it at the time, but I think now definitely from next year I'm going to be watching from race 1 to the end.
Same.
Yeah,
I'm going to be on it still.
And you lot, I haven't watched the documentary, the Netflix series, but apparently it is amazing. Like,
are you talking about Drive to Survive? That show?
I think so. Yeah. Apparently, it's really good.
That's apparently
they've done a good job, boy.
Apparently, it's hard.
Because they got all my housemates into F1 before me. They were like, they're like invested into F1 because of it. So I'm actually going to start.
No, that's how I jumped on.
Yeah.
Fan, and I know who the people are in F1, but I never watched it. Even there'll be times when Akeem will be like, "Oh, we got tickets to F1." I'm like, "I'm not going. I don't care about that."
You've had tickets to F1, didn't say nothing. You've had tickets to F1 and didn't say nothing.
When? Yeah, it must have been time ago though. It's time ago though.
Yeah, time ago. But I'm just talking about the opportunities to go. I've just been like, nah, like.
Anyway, there's a super chat.
Man's a Bizim fan. Lewis is Bizim.
I know Lewis is Bizim. I know that's the big Bizim. I know that's your guy. But I'm just saying, Drive to Survive. I started watching that this year, innit? Like this year was when I watched all the seasons, man, binged it. I said,
you watch it proper?
This is the latest thing ever.
It is fun, man, because there's characters in there now. There's characters in F1. And I think the Netflix series has sort of brought that out of them. So you actually know what these people are about. Because I feel like there was a period in F1 where everyone was just very sort of plain and vanilla. I watched it when like Alonso was like at his peak.
Yeah.
Kimi Räikkönen was obviously, quite a big racer back then. Obviously, he retired yesterday. So that was like the sort of era. Who else was there? Felipe Massa as well. I think I remember.
Yeah.
He was another one, the Brazilian who was.
Yeah, but even more recently, Jack, when Red Bull came in and started lighting up.
They have.
Because they had 4 years, man. They dominated for 4 years.
I remember like we'll be on the podcast and people will be talking about it, like you or Troops or Chris, and I'll be like,
yeah,
I don't even.
I was like that.
I couldn't tell you what was going on. Like,
you know what? You know the problem. You know the problem. F1 had a situation just like with a lot of sports where there's periods where there's a lack of competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? There's not really. There was just the same people winning. Like boxing had exactly. Boxing had that period of the 2000. What was it? The 2000s.
The Klitschko's.
Yeah,
bro,
the Klitschko's. There was the
Klitschko's, and we were so desperate. We
gassed up David Hay.
Yeah,
David Hay. Bro, Audley
Harrison. I look back on his win against Valuev, and I realized Valuev was a dead heavyweight champion.
Just because he was tall, it was just big, isn't it?
Yeah, he was just a big guy. They hyped up Beast from the East, but
Do you know what? The other day I was looking into that era of boxing, like just because I was just I had to look into it again. Like, how did the Klitschko just dominate so much? Yeah, that these men didn't even have to fight each other. They didn't even have to fight each other. Like, no, it was ridiculous.
It was mad. But that's the thing. God bless Tyson Fury for coming and just shaking that division up and changing it. Because had he not gone and
you beat him.
We beat him in Germany. And just
hey, man, I can't lie.
That was such a. Have you seen that? It's such a sloppy fight. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is mad. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
Sorry, guys. Can I just quickly bring up a topic, bro? What's all this AJ step aside thing, rude boy?
I'll tell you what I think it is.
I'm getting a bit angry. I can't lie.
I'll tell you what I think it is. This is my theory. They're just trying to play games with them. They're just trying to do what they did to them last year. They're never going to pay 40 mil. That makes no financial sense because any fight that between Fury and Usyk won't gross that money. It's not going to happen. So,
it's sugary.
Who's winning the rematch? Who's winning the rematch, Jack?
AJ, I'm going for A. As much as I think that's my heart over my head there because what I saw in that first fight doesn't give me any indicator that AJ wins that second fight. But I feel like
but
in my heart,
that's what the real AJ. That's what the real AJ, Jack.
That's not a real AJ.
Hey, Chris.
That's what about AJ though.
Hey, Chris. Yeah. What about Dillian White winning his mandatory?
Finally,
gonna get it.
Finally got his mandatory.
I'm so happy for him.
I love him. I love Dillian White. I love Dillian White.
They'll cancel it.
Chris hates him.
Yeah, you hate him.
No, I like the character. I love the character. I like the character. I
just lost 50 quid. That's why you don't want to pay up.
He's a good character.
Hey, man, we might need to go to that, you know.
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Chris, if I get a ticket, will you come? Because you know when I invite you out, you don't come. You don't go.
I've got to clean the fridge tonight.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Listen, if any of us three invite Chris anywhere, he don't come.
They never come everywhere.
If Hollow gives him the holler, bro's there in the flash. Yeah, me, Giggler, we're out here. Boom, bam, bam. Yeah, but when if I say we did a little thing. Fort Park, he didn't come.
Why didn't you come? Why didn't you come? I can't remember.
Hey, do you know him, Gala? Bro came for an hour, 10 minutes.
Hour and left.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Jermaine, you came at like 11 o'clock when the gala was done.
No.
He left so early. He left so early. I felt like he was part of like the agency for waiters, and they had too many waiters, so they just sent him home. That's how early he left. I was shocked.
Hey, and bro still took a picture, you know, in the throne. Bro took the mad throne picture, like.
We're missing some super chat, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
You thought man was at the gala for ages.
We'll read out the super chat, but I'd like to stay on boxing quickly before we get into football. But
okay, cool. There's a few things. F1 expert, but still drives 20 in the 30s. No, you're taking the piss. You're taking the piss. Big up Bassett. I think that's the only one.
It's so true.
Go on, Jack. Back on boxing. What was he saying?
Yeah. So I mean, we'll get on to Fury and White a bit more, but I think a big fight got announced recently: Amir Khan versus Kell Brook.
Special K.
10 years a bit too late, in my opinion, but interesting to see that Eddie Hearn's not promoting the fight as well. Under the boxer promotional banner under Sky Sports. Do you not care about the fight?
I kind of.
The problem is, with these fights,
I think the nation's going to be tuned in for that one. I can't lie. We just want to.
But it's just a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Just like the Manny Mayweather fight. This is just too. It took so long. Like that. It's like why it's mad. It's 2021, and this fight still hasn't happened. I swear. There's probably videos from 7-8 years ago of them two talking about it happening that year.
On ringside.
Bro, it's just mad. Like, and it's a shame because we both know they're both past their best now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just
big losses as well. Like both of them have lost to Terence Crawford recently. Quite emphatic, and obviously got laid out by Canelo. Khan, he lost.
Khan's had some big, heavy knockout, heavy defeat.
So it feels a bit like okay, cool. Like we've lost our big because both of their last fights, I believe, were against Terence Crawford. They both lost. So it's.
But there's a lot of exciting things happening in boxing. My group chat is on boxing right now. I can't lie. Who was the brother who won the other day with bare tattoos? Ben?
Conor Ben. That's
Conor Ben.
Nigel Ben's son.
Yeah.
Nigel Ben's son, like everyone's getting gassed about him. Like there's been so much people that I'm seeing everybody.
He's right. He needs a big test.
One second,
He hasn't really had a big test yet. I'd like to see him fight David Avanesian or even the winner of Gilbert Khan. That would be a good fight for Conor Ben. But yeah, talking about stand-up boxing, Dillian White, Fury. I think that would be a brilliant fight, and I think White can cause Fury problems. I really do.
The height and the reach difference is massive. I think. I guess at the end of the day, Fury is. I think people would be very surprised about that fight. I'm not going to say. I think Fury would still win, but I think like a lot of people don't rate Dillian White. But if you just look at his career and his he lost only twice, and even he's avenged one of them. He's avenged one of them already. He's avenged Povetkin already. And the truth is, I think he's been like he doesn't get the respect he kind of deserves.
He's been a lot of good fighters. Oscar Rivas, Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora twice. One of them a bit contentious in my opinion. Obviously Povetkin. He rocked AJ early in his career, which was unheard of at the time. Yeah, he did. Bear in mind he had a shoulder issue in that fight as well, which put him out for like a year after that. So I feel like Deontay Wilder is a good fighter, but I think a lot of people gas him up to be a lot better than he actually is. I feel like someone like Dillian White could actually cause problems for someone like Fury. I still would pick Fury to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if White could put some serious pressure on him and actually make it a very close fight. That's what I think. But
we're all gas to see it. Hey, what do you man think about Tommy Fury and Jake Paul then?
Oh my God.
That fight! I'm so disappointed.
I really actually wanted to watch that fight, bro. I actually wanted to watch it. That's the maddest thing.
Apparently, and you know the maddest thing. I swear Tyson Fury said that he'll beat him even if he's injured or sick or something.
Yeah. It's just like, and then he has a little cough, and they go, "No, sorry, he's out the fight." Like, I think he's got like a chest.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, the problem is Fury, because Tommy's not actually fought anyone apart from bums and journeymen. Yeah, no one actually knows how. I don't even know if he would beat Jake. You know, I actually don't know. That's the man.
I swear Tyson said that if he loses to Jake Paul, he's got to get rid of his name. Said he can't have that Fury name no more.
He has to retire. He has to retire after as well.
Take that off, cuz you're rubbish. You're rubbish.
But should we get on to the football, boys? I think a lot of people here will be thinking, why are we talking about bloody F1 and boxing? But,
what do you want to start with? Because can I say one thing very, very quickly, yeah? You know when we're talking about Drive to Survive, yeah? I've always said, imagine a Premier League documentary like that where season by season, you're seeing the behind the scenes of all the clubs before certain key things.
Like a super all or nothing for everything.
Imagine that all in one, bro. From the owners, bro. That's basically what the F1 done with Drive to Survive. And you know the first storyline everyone will be laughing at? The Newcastle one. That man got the new owners.
You know what? When that fourth goal went in yesterday,
that man got the new owners. Abu Dhabi, everyone's lit.
With the woman who looks like a robot, like it's mad. Like when the fourth goal went in, I just couldn't help but laugh. But I went, these not actually might go down here.
No, that is so big.
I was like, bro, they don't need to buy Coutinho.
That's why Unai said no to the job.
Bro, they don't need to buy Coutinho and Mbappe. They need to buy Jesus Christ himself. Bro, they are terrible.
On a serious note, what do you think is actually wrong? What do you think is the weakness there? Like, what?
Their defense is horrible. Their defense is horrible, bro.
Lascelles used to be good though. He used to be all right.
He's pants, bro. They got Matt Ritchie, who was a left winger at Bournemouth, playing left back or right back, wherever he is. Who else did they got? Flipping Kieran Clark, championship defender at best. I mean, who else have they got in that team? Let me read out. Hey, bro. No, you look at that, and you go, these guys would play for the Ireland national team because they can't play for England. You know them players who are just so like average. Let's look at their defense. Wait, hang on.
Bro, they are. I can't lie. That's the maddest thing, man. Because think about it, Chris. We're talking all this ownership talk, management talk. They said, new money, man, are lit. We're lit. You're thinking the vibes are going to be high. You get me?
Everybody's scared.
Tranquilio. Like, bro, man, Kilio's your right back. Right?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. They got a straight championship team right there, bro.
They're
team is
bad.
championship.
They are bad, bro. Like, I like Sam
That means
Maximin.
they need to go. That means they need to go mad in January, boy. They need to. Something needs to give.
Listen, I love Sam Maximin as a player, but that guy, he'll beat a player and then come back and beat him again for no reason. Go around in 7 circles and then the ball goes out of play. You're like,
street baller,
his conversion rate is awful. I think it's awful personally. Someone like,
hey, do you know what the man in the group chat said? They said if Newcastle get relegated, and Mike actually said he'll buy back Newcastle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I hear that.
Imagine. Oh my days.
Hey, you can't treat the club like a Sports Direct t-shirt, you know?
Bro. Honestly,
bro. That's the maddest thing. But either way, I think I hope they stay up in one way because I want to see who they can bring in it next season. But in another sense, it's mad funny if they go down, innit?
No, I want them to go down. Who
else do you think is going down alongside them if they were to go down? Who else is
Burnley?
Burnley.
I think Burnley's time is slowly ticking, in my opinion. And who else?
But Burnley's got a baller up top. What's his name again?
No, he plays out wide, I think. Cornet,
bro.
Yeah, he's like a left winger, I think, or something. But
he's good.
He's good, but that team's tired, bro. I feel like their back four's been there for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Who was Norwich? I think Norwich will go down. Yeah. So it'll be Norwich.
I thought Norwich go down. I'm not sure now.
Unless
Norwich are ultimate relegation bait, bro. They are they stink of relegation every year.
Norwich, Fulham.
Yeah, but why did we turn them over then, Akeem?
Huh? Bro,
why did we turn them over?
Bro, Man United right now. We make everything look hard, bro. We make everything look hard. We have to do. We needed Ronaldo to start pulling out magic tricks in that and falling over and diving in that. I don't know.
What do you think of Ragnick? Because we ain't spoken in time. Are you gassed?
It's been 2-3 games, man.
Yeah, it's early days, isn't it? But end of the day, he's going to bring stability and structure.
Look at Chris. Chris is like, whatever. Chris? Why are you hating, bro?
It's because he's got the 1980s Lego collection as his manager. He's simple like that. You can find Arteta in the bargain bin. Hello.
You want a job at Manchester United?
Hey, the hair's grown, you know. The hair's grown.
Arsenal mid-table club. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're mid-table club.
Hey, you know what? Back on that note, though. Hey, I swear that Arteta thing has flown back in his face now. So I thought Aubameyang went to get his mum or something. No, that's people. Have you not heard the news? Do you not hear the news? Apparently, Aubameyang.
My man don't get attacked.
Hey God. Now, apparently, the problem. Obviously, this is what I heard today. I don't know if you man know. But apparently, Aubameyang went to get his mum. Like he had to flew out to wherever Gabon to get his mum, come back, and he came back late, which means he missed training, and that's why Arteta was like, no, you're not playing. So obviously now people are like, now people saying Arteta's out of order.
Wednesday. Apparently, no, he was meant to come back Wednesday. Man didn't come back Wednesday. He came back Thursday.
Yeah, but because of his mum. Was it because of his mum though?
I don't know who it was. They
said, apparently it was. So all of a sudden, now people are saying Arteta's out of order because it's his mum, innit?
So who cares about Aubameyang's mum? Send his brother to get her.
Oh no!
I hear that.
Man said all they do is sit in the box. Man said all they do is sit in the box, take stories of troops. Is that what they're saying? That's
I hear them though.
You hear it, yeah?
I hear them, bro.
It depends what the situation is. If she's mad ill, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Again, that's the problem. We're just speculating. You can never really.
Apparently, he's getting stripped of his captaincy, innit? So now they're looking at either Gabriel Ramsdale or who's the other one?
Ramsdale already. Oh my
God. I know, that's mad. So it's between Gabriel Ramsdale and someone tell me who the third one is. I can't remember.
Gabriel.
I can't remember who the third one.
Probably
What are you talking about?
They're stripping Aubameyang of his captaincy, and then they're gonna replace him with either Ramsdale Gabriel. I don't know who it's going to be still.
Man said Aaron Ramsdale. Man said Aaron Ramsdale.
You want to give it to Ramsdale already?
Imagine,
Do you know why? Because you guys, like every time they score a goal. The way Arsenal fans love him off is so weird. Like I think he's a great goalkeeper, but bro, like it's like borderline embarrassing at this point. I don't know what it is. I find it a bit embarrassing. If they give him the captaincy, it's embarrassing.
Can I be real with you though? In this day and age, who is the captain really? That role's kind of changed now, no?
No, it's important, especially when you're a team that don't have a lot of structure.
Like Harry Maguire, bro.
Yeah. No, it's true. That's true. But in a team where you don't have a lot of structure, it's important who's leader because you already got a manager that doesn't have a lot of experience.
Who's Spurs captain?
Lloris. And that's a good captain, bro. He's World Cup winner. He's come.
That's a good captain.
He's a good captain. Funny enough, that's one good thing Tottenham does have. They have a good. They have a few leaders on their team.
Who's City captain?
Kevin De Bruyne, isn't it? The official captain.
I think it's.
I swear he's the one who wears the armband.
I don't know if captaincy matters.
I think it might be.
That was a big thing.
But I've seen them. I'm not gonna lie. Pep passes that around to everyone. Though.
He passes that around.
Bro, he passes that around to a lot. I've seen Sterling captain. I've seen Sterling captain before.
I don't know, bro.
Did they?
I don't know. Oh, Kieran Tierney saying the last guy.
No, Ruben Diaz. I swear. Oh, it's Fernandinho.
No,
it's Fernandinho.
I know. Basically, hey, Jack.
Fernandinho don't play a lot of the time.
Huh? He's been there for 2 weeks. And you want to give him captaincy already? No, like I feel like if you're going to be a captain of a club, I feel like to be a captain of a club, you need to have been there for like at least 2 years, know the club inside out, and be able to sort of come on from the top. Because you can't just turn up and go, "Oh, I'm captain now." Especially as he's never been a captain in his life. He's a young goalkeeper. It would just be strange for him. I'm not a huge fan of goalkeepers being captains either. I feel like an outfield player is a lot better as a captain because you can.
And I feel like.
Is it? I kind of like the goalkeeper. I feel like he gets to command more, like chats to more man, and like, yo.
I don't think Ramsdale's the right person just because of where. No offense to him, but like, bro, 2 years ago, do you know what I mean? Like, come on, like he's not seen enough. Like for someone to be a captain of a team like Arsenal, a big club, you need to have. You had the experience almost like to.
I don't know if I agree with you, man.
A lot of people in the comments are saying that.
I don't think the captain matters anymore.
I kind of hear what people are saying in the comments because a lot of people are saying most of their players are new and there's no real captain. And I feel like that's sort of why Arsenal were in their predicament as well.
Yeah,
there's no leaders. It is. There's no leaders.
There's no leaders in that squad.
Yeah,
it's been
I think I'll be real. Aubameyang wasn't even a good captain anyway. Like I don't even when he got because you know what? It's mad that you said. It's interesting you said that, Jack. Because I hate captains that are strikers because I feel like strikers can't. They can't lead. They can't affect the game like that. Sometimes strikers don't touch the ball.
Defenders or
defender or midfielder. Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes Aubameyang's captain. Sometimes Aubameyang goes 45 minutes without touching the ball, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's so funny. But I don't know. For me, I feel like you're right. I hear what you know. What, Jack? I feel like everything you're saying is like the old essence of a captain. Right now, for United, I think Ronaldo could come back and be a captain. I think De Gea could have been a captain, and we ended up giving it to Harry Maguire. But I feel like you can give it to.
But that's my point.
I think De Gea wasn't captain. De Gea weren't captain because at the time, I think there was a chance he was going to get replaced by Henderson.
But that's my point.
And the truth is, we had a point in period where a lot of our big players were basically they could have gone at any point. Harry Maguire was the only player who we knew for sure was going to stay at the club for the next 5 years plus. That's the reason why he probably got it.
But that's my problem with Ramsdale. But that's my problem with potentially Ramsdale getting it, or even like a Kieran Tierney. Maybe not so much Tierney, but I don't think Maguire should have got it. He hadn't been in the club long enough, especially for a team of Man United's ilk and stature, for him to come in and then suddenly be captain, especially when he doesn't ooze captain. There's no charisma behind him. There's no like. I don't see it on him.
And they're forcing it too much when he keeps doing the post-match interviews and that. When he's doing the post-match interviews, it's forcing it. Like he's not the guy.
Interviews as well.
Yeah.
Dead interviews.
Honestly though, if I'm being real, if you guys, my news starts, I honestly don't feel like the armband don't mean what it used to mean before. I think players get rotated so much.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like you can pass it more than ever. You might, and even I remember one time I was watching when I was watching All or Nothing, the City one. Yeah, they were talking about there's 3 captains. No, I'm capping. It weren't the All or Nothing. It was the Liverpool doc. You see, Liverpool before they became champions. Yeah, they did a documentary in that season. Yeah, and they was talking about how there's 3 captains in that changing room.
I think that's what it's saying.
Gini Wijnaldum was one of them.
Yeah.
Henderson.
And Milner, probably Milner.
It was somebody. It was that freak. I want to say no, and Van Dijk. It wasn't even Milner. And Van Dijk. And they were saying that these 3 players are like the 3 voices and the 3 leaders in the change room. Hendo wore the armband, but they were.
But Jack, are you happy? Are you happy with your captain at Fulham? Does it matter? Like, is it something that anyone talks about, or they're just happy with it?
No, but I think it makes sense. I think for me personally, there's no issue for me about.
Because who's your captain?
Tom Kearney.
Oh, okay. And he's been at the club. He's been at the club for a long time.
Like 8 years. So
yeah.
For me, that's sort of a problem. I think that was another issue last year. We ended up giving the captaincy to Anderson for a bit, who was a lone player.
Yeah.
Because we had so many players out injured and Kearney wasn't about. And that really annoyed me because I was like, this guy, he's not even going to be here at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And he's our captain, which was another issue we had last year. But I kind of see what Jay's saying. That I think the importance of a captain, sole captain, has sort of disintegrated a little bit, especially in recent years, because I feel like back in the day, if you went through a list of Premier League teams and someone went, oh, who's a captain? You'd know straight away. Straight away, you know who the captain is. Whereas nowadays, I feel like you have to sort of second guess it. But yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Big up ZW.
Is there anything else we've got to talk about this year?
Yeah, I'm just saying quickly to Super Chat, big up ZW, you man are the GOATs, keep it up, big teams next year. Yeah.
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Thank you, ZW, though, for the £2. That would be
fingers crossed. We'll be around. Straight into his pocket. It's funny because every time we mention it, every time we mention Super Chat, he goes freeze it. He goes on the freeze that thing. Oh my days.
You can outlay this. You know you can edit it on here because this one doesn't work. You know when you can get it. Yeah, I think you change it because it looks a bit different.
How do I change it? Let me look.
There's like different options on your side.
What? Is Chris gone?
Oh yeah. No, he's having technical difficulties.
So what else happened this weekend?
So obviously Champions League draw had to be done twice.
Has that ever happened before, by the way?
Never, I don't think.
No,
that's never happened, isn't it?
Not to my knowledge.
That was so weird.
That was
You know the fans are gonna mad this week because they're gonna be, Jermaine don't know nothing. Because I honestly don't understand how that happened. I got that. I understand how it works in terms of if you're first, you can only play the second of the next group, and this team can't. English team can't play. I get all of that, but I don't understand how they made that mistake because when they did their statement, they blamed it on the software.
It was someone must
have rubbish. They just made a mistake.
What did you not think of the new fixtures then? After people found out United weren't getting PSG, man, were happy when they saw United PSG. You know,
you would have been out. You would have been out. You would have been out of that competition.
Yeah, we probably would have. You're right.
Do you know what I mean? So, but do you know what I found mad funny before we get onto the fixtures? How Chelsea drew Lille twice.
Yeah.
Abramovich went, run that again. Run it again.
Hold on. Who did Liverpool get the second time?
They got.
Did they get
Benfica? Hang on, let me double check.
I think Liverpool and City, both got slightly harder games.
Man said United are getting bodied. Brown envelope business. Word. Someone said, imagine Messi versus McTominay. Nah, I can't.
Oh,
no
bro.
Do you know the way they would have
They got Inter
Milan. Both Liverpool and City both got slightly harder games, I think. But do you know how much they would have hyped up that Ronaldo versus Messi thing? Oh my days, bro! The money they would have pumped in.
Bro.
Oh my days.
What, both after their
listen, all the marketing companies when they saw that, they were rubbing their hands.
Oh,
thinking,
mate.
Hey,
the last dance, everything. Oh,
bro,
does it still matter though?
Nah,
yeah,
you know what?
he does.
Live, man.
You know the worst thing. You know the worst thing about it. The worst thing about it is every time they actually play against each other, it's dead matches. More time.
Some of the Classicos back in the day were
The
serious.
Classicos, all right. Cool.
Yeah, the old.
Hey, listen.
Those are years ago.
One time, yeah, I went to Portugal versus Argentina. This is at Old Trafford, by the way. Oh yeah,
I went to
no. I did no. I went to it. Yeah, about 6-7 years ago. Listen,
what, in the metaverse? You go in the metaverse?
Oh, listen. Whoever dropped that GRM comment was mad. That was mad caption still. Hey, the metaverse whining that. No.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Jermaine, you need to see it still. Mad joke.
I did see it with Stefflon Don. I saw it.
Yeah. Oh, just dumb. Metaverse whining that. Anyway, hey. Portugal versus Argentina, bro. They went, yeah. Everyone was gassed about it because obviously Messi versus Ronaldo, yeah, bro. They played obviously the opposite sides of the pitch. They hardly both touched the ball, and they both took them off at half time, bro. At half time, everyone was just like, "Why am I still here, bro?" It was so dumb.
Sold you, lot. Sold man.
The world has been forcing it because everyone wants to see a proper. And obviously, that was going to be the last time them two are going to play each other, innit? Probably.
It could still happen, though. You could draw.
It could still happen.
Next time, you know what I mean?
The mad thing is, you know what? Remember the World Cup? I swear the World Cup, both of them lost, innit? Because I think Argentina lost
in the
France,
same round, yeah.
And I can't remember who Portugal lost to, but they both were going to play each other in the semi-final or something in a World Cup.
In the next
round,
went
wrong.
But they both got
wrong, bro. That's it.
I don't know, man. It's so jokes because like. They're on the way out, innit? Like it's over, man. You should have seen Ronaldo on the weekend. Do you know how many times he was running just to block the passages? When it came to press or lunge for the ball, bro, his back was going, fam. He's like, bro, there's one bit, where he didn't lunge for the ball and he blamed Fred. He's like, oh, Fred, man, you should have tackled him. Like, bro, it's long, like. They're old, bro. They're old.
The sad part is Ronaldo. It's a shame he doesn't get the service because he's so good in the air. Yeah. If we started swinging more balls in, bro, he should be getting.
I hear that, but
he could probably get 2 or 3 a game. To be honest, he's still good enough in the air, but he ain't good at everything else. Everything else.
See what I mean? Ronaldo and Messi are dead now.
Yeah, they are.
That's
not,
still blasphemy to say.
I don't want to hear it.
Listen to what we were saying. Messi and CR7 at its peak is 2011. Bro, that's his 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but they're still hard though.
That's his 10 years ago.
Did you not see the goal that Messi scored? Did you not see the goal Messi scored? Did you not see the goal Messi scored?
What, against who was it? Was it Club Bruges?
Yeah, or I think it was Club Bruges or something.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about the goal he scored against what? I saw it was City. He scored a mad goal.
Oh yeah, it's sort of similar to that. What he scored against.
But yeah, he still does it. He still does it, man. He still does it. The reality is, we haven't got enough players on the come up that is going to replace them, man. Obviously, Robert Lewandowski is gonna he's not going to be around for.
Let's remember though, Ronaldo's got 7 goals this season, and he came in late, and he's playing for a dead United team at the moment. That's in turmoil. You've got to respect it, mate. 7 goals and 2.
No, you have to respect them. You got to respect them both.
You got to respect
it.
You know what? You got to respect it. Yeah,
Mister.
Do you know what, Jack? You got to respect it because the pressure of these men, to come to a club, another club, regardless of age. Imagine if he flopped. Imagine if he put up numbers like Granning 0, bro. That 007.
Harry Kane has this season, like that.
Bro, imagine the abuse. And you know what? I remember it reminds me of Zlatan when he came because that was pressure. A man still put up numbers. He put up numbers. He put up 28, 29 goals, all competitions.
Yeah.
All right, Moyes, but Benny, what do you mean football has moved on? He said we don't need a new Messi and Ronaldo because football has moved on.
Because he's probably saying that we don't need these elite ballers anymore. Just need now good teams. I've heard people say that we don't need all of these standout players.
We don't need
standout players. I think standout players make the sport. Look, like you just said, Max and Hamilton. Without them, you just have a lot. I'm not saying they're not average drivers, but you need them standout players. Basketball, you needed them stand-up players.
Yeah, Steph Curry and people like that nowadays. They're the ones that keep the sport alive.
You need it. Look at tennis, bro. Do you know what tennis would be if they didn't have Federer, Djokovic, and Nadal, bro? No, bro.
innit?
You need
no,
it.
no one would have cared about women's tennis like that if it wasn't for the young Brit that won the US Open.
Yeah, that's true. Because the
Yeah,
Williams sisters are gone. So and you see the way that they're molding her and what's her name? There's her, Naomi Osaka, and
Osaka as well. Yeah,
and what's her name? That young girl. Oh my days! You know what I'm talking about. The one who won. She beat Serena when she was like 16.
wasn't that Osaka?
No. It's another.
Someone's
Someone's gonna say it in the comments. But
either
either way,
16 when she won.
Yeah.
But we still got people like Haaland and Mbappe coming through. So I think hopefully, but I think the whole premise of like we don't need stars in football. We do. It's what makes the get right. And there we go. Another one's gone. Yeah, we need.
Coco Golf. That's her name. Coco Golf.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
But we need it, and I think it's sad because obviously Neymar, Hazard. 3-4 years ago, obviously these are the sort of man that you thought would replace it, and obviously it's not really quite.
Sorry, quick question, guys. Sorry. Because my internet bugged as usual. You see, when you was talking about great teams, yeah. Last season we saw Chelsea win the Champions League. Yeah.
Yeah.
This year actually, but yeah, you guys get what I mean. Last season, this year.
Yeah, last season, yeah.
That was just a good team. Like we was talking about what Reece James was doing. Like I feel like we were talking about what Mendy does. I feel like now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like now Akeem might be right. I think it is all about the team because who's the standout Chelsea player? There isn't one. There's not one guy who's leading everything. And I feel like even now, your most important players in the teams are like your fullbacks. Is like your keeper or your centre back. Like there's more different positions now that you rate a man for. Like what Kante's brought to the game. I feel like before your goal scorers, your game winners, they were everything. You got people like Pep now,
you know what?
Playing with like 6-7 strikers or 6-7 midfielders. Anybody can score at any time. The system means that anyone can win. Like I don't know, I don't know if it's like about one. Because even if we're talking like even Liverpool, like. I don't know, bro. You think about every single spine of the team. I think, yeah, maybe that guy's right, you know. Maybe it ain't about standout players no more, you know. Because if the best team in Europe don't have a standout player, doesn't that say something about the new wave?
I think we have to get used to the fact that we're not going to have when them two retire. That is what we're going to have. We're going to have a situation where there's a lot of good teams, a lot of good players within those teams, but there's not any standout players, like you said. There's going to be, and look, that's the reality in a lot of teams. Look at Arsenal, look at Man United. We don't have a standout player that we look to anymore. Do you know what I mean? That's the reality. We don't look to anyone in particular anymore. Do you know what I mean? And the issue with that then is that sometimes you do need someone to do something special, and that's usually been what's got a lot of teams through, even the best teams. Like you're thinking, look at Barcelona. Some people dubbed that team perfect, but even during that period, it was still Xavi or Iniesta or Messi at some points of brilliance that would drag them through. But now it seems like, bro, our star player is Ronaldo, isn't it? The truth is, like, he's the one who is our star standout player who seems to just be better than everyone else. But look,
yeah, but that's because we're rubbish.
If we don't play,
rubbish, bro.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't play, who are we looking to? Do you know what I'm saying? Who are we looking to do anything?
Yeah, but I feel like, but what I'm trying to say is the new setup now is you got to have a leg man in every position. That's literally the levels now.
True.
So
I think the emergence of fullbacks in
levels, no?
Yeah, no, I think there's been a huge emergence and reliance on fullbacks. You're right. I think the way in which footballers have changed is quite apparent as well. I think, you know, you look at left wing backs and right wing backs just controlling that flank now. Whereas back in the day, I felt it was a bit more, obviously you'd overlap and make crosses and whatnot, but I feel like attacking wise, they're a lot more prominent. You look at Chelsea players like Chilwell, Alonso, Reece James are all really involved in attacking contributions, whether that be goals and assists, even more so with goals, actually, when you think about it. So you're right. I think it's just about more. I don't like that. I like there being stars in the team that sort of carry teams. And you know, you look at Chelsea, for example, the old Chelsea. You had Drogba, you had Lampard, John Terry. These guys were huge like stand-up players that when I look at Chelsea, I think of those three players straight away that come to my mind. And you're right. In the few Chelsea squad, you don't really have that. And I think that's sort of apparent for every other club. I mean, you look at Tottenham, okay, you've got Harry Kane and you've got...
Yeah, I think that's why they're dead.
Yeah. There's too much reliance on them.
Could be, I don't know.
But you look at Liverpool, you think instantly Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Van Dijk, and Trent. Those are the main. Trent is in ridiculous form at the moment. Yeah. I'd say best right back in the world, best full back in the world right now, hands down.
And Mo Salah, boy,
Mo Salah's best player in the world. Best player in the world. I don't want to hear anything from anyone else about him not being it.
Yeah, I hear it.
There's no one better than him right now. There's no one.
I hear you, man. Who's saying Bruno? Whoever in the group chat saying Bruno, this needs to be quiet, bro.
Mo Salah. I think Mo Salah scored 29 goals or something, and we're in December.
Yeah,
something mad.
Not he hasn't scored as many as Alexander Mitrovic, I don't think, but it's cool. You know, not everyone's on that level. Not everyone's on that level, mate. You know, not everyone's on that level.
You know, Chris is somewhere like, "Oh, shut your mouth, Jack. Shut your mouth."
Yeah, it's a joke. Mitrovic,
what else we got to talk about? That's it, though, isn't it? There's nothing else to talk about. You know, it's my bedtime.
Well, boy, I think that's about it because all the other teams, I think 5 of the top 6 all won.
Man City somehow managed to get a win out of that, even though it wasn't a penalty for me.
It wasn't a penalty. It was just dumb from Jimenez, though.
Dumb from Jimenez as well to get that red. Like,
those are the sort of games, that would piss me off. As a manager, I'll be so vexed.
I'd be fuming, bro.
Because you cost if they had 11 man, they probably would have got something out of that game. So I would be so mad, bro. Like, why did you do that?
It was the most stupid thing I've ever seen, like in terms of getting a red. Like it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
A quick one. What do you man think about Rafa? Do you think it's time for him to go? Because like Everton are looking, even when they win, there's still something about them. I don't know. Like
it doesn't matter who manages that club. Everton will always be in this situation. It's been going on for how long? Since David Moyes, bro.
Yeah.
Look at all the managers that have been there. Marco Silva, Roberto Martinez, Carlo Ancelotti. Come on. Everton did so bad under Martinez. Martinez was doing that in the box to Jason Bruno. That's how.
You know what you just reminded, bro? Man, just reminded me of the Pardew. Aye. Anyway,
That's why Everton are just cursed. I feel like since Moyes left that
Ballon d'Or, Ralph, teams in the league. Martial.
Oh yeah,
Jordan, give it a rest, bro. No one ain't trying to talk about dead Martial, bro. But loud, Jay.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
Did you see everyone in the group chat earlier? Jermaine Rashford's dead. Yeah, we know, man. Bro, my team's dead. Why do you think we don't show no more?
Trevor said Jermaine trying to get some nookie.
You know what? It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. Yeah, that we have so. If you look 3 years ago, the amount of young talent we had, bro. Like Marcy, Rashford, Greenwood, bro, and somehow we messed it up. How have we messed the thing up? Oh my god, bro. Mad. We should have had the most devastating front three.
I want to talk about.
We'll do one
like this. You know, like.
Yeah, bro. It's boring. It's boring.
Bro, you know what? Right now, we just need stability still. So I'm not even looking for mad exciting football.
Yeah, you can't be picky at this moment. You need to get results. You could play exciting football, lose to Watford 4-1. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. But you don't want that. So, but yeah, I reckon. Well, now we're going to the Christmas period. There's going to be a lot of games, a lot of football. So we'll probably try and do another one next Monday.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone inside.
We're looking for Jack and Akeem for these, mate. Jack and Akeem keeping it going.
Yeah,
we're still here. We're still here, man. We're still here.
We know you don't want it still, so we try our best to make it.
Martial,
man. But yeah, love everyone. We'll be
big up to everyone inside. I've been Premier League giant.
Make sure you like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, I've been Premier League giant. He's been the white wild peanut Akeem, and he's been murky Jermaine. And we're out.
Peace, man. Peace and love. Thank you, Jack.
Peace.